This is Sky with Politics NY. Schneps Media is asking each candidate running for New York City office this year 3 questions in 3 minutes to get to know them in a candid way. And right now I'm with Shanequa Moore. She's running for New York City Council District 12, that's in the Bronx. So let's get to know her. Shanequa, tell us about yourself and why you're running for office this year.
Sure. So I am a second generation Bronxite. My daughter's third generation. I have lived in the Bronx my entire life and have been serving my community for as long as I can remember. Actually, since I was 14 years old, with my first summer youth job. And I'm running because I believe that my community deserves a leader that's going to put their needs first. We also need women representation in my district. We have no women representation, and we've never had a female to hold that seat. So I want to be that first person, make history, and really be able to stand up for my community.
Now, your District 12 is in a unique position this year. A lot of council members are term limited. There happens to be an incumbent coming into this race. So, what makes you, Shanequa, you think better or have a different platform than the existing council member?
So I think a number of things. Number one, being a female, being a woman of color, I think brings that diversity, brings that unique perspective. I think that number one, when we want things done, we ask women to do it because we know how to get it done. But then also because we're able to see those other needs that mothers and children and families need, and we're able to advocate for that. Also, my experience on the ground, I've been working in so many different ways in my community as a counselor, as a licensed social worker, as a nonprofit leader, even in the faith-based institutions. And I've been on the ground with families for years, creating those bonds and identifying those needs. I think that brings that very special perspective to be able to connect with the needs of my community. And then also, I mentioned that I'm a licensed social worker. That in itself allows me to see things from a very different perspective. It gives me those skills to be able to empathize with my community, to be able to understand things from a macro level, and to be able to translate that into legislation on a local level. So I think that that in itself is very unique. And then finally, I'm a single mom. So I tap into a whole nother demographic that's not necessarily represented. And I hope to be able to really stand up for single mothers and mothers in general.
Yeah, and mental health, as you mentioned, is really important now more than ever, especially with the pandemic. So now that stuff aside, the professional and political stuff aside, Shanequa, tell us something fun or interesting about yourself that maybe people don't realize.
I guess I will share that I actually sing. And I used to sing for many years, actually, since I was 2 years old. It's when I started singing. So now my daughter sings. But I am a singer and I also am a dancer. A lot of people don't know that about me. But if you check out my Facebook, you might see some old videos there of me dancing with some of the kids from my community. So I think I still got it too.
Is there anything you want to sing for us right now?
Oh my goodness. Like right on the spot.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think so. I'll like hard pass next time.
Okay. Well, thank you for spending 3 minutes with me on Schneff's Media's 3 questions in 3 minutes. And I'm Sky with Politics NY.